Hi all, I am Suchithra, working as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science in SNS College of Engineering. Today we are going to see about the topic database management languages. Let's see what are the types of database languages. That is data definition language DDL. Its functions are create, alter, drop, truncate, comment, rename. The next type is data manipulation language DML. The functions are insert, update, delete, merge, call, explain, plan, select. The next type is data control language. That's functions are grant and revoke. The last type is transaction control language. Their functions are commit, roll back, save point, auto commit. Next, we will be seeing the each types in detail. The first one is data definition language, that is DDL. It is used to define data structure or pattern. It is used to create scheme, table, indexes, constraints each in the database. Using the DDL statement, you can create the skeleton of the database. Data definition language is used to store the information of metadata like the number of tables and schemes, their names, indexes, columns in the each tables and constraints, etc. The next type is data manipulation language, that is DML. A data manipulation language is a language that enable user to access or manipulate data as organized by the appropriate data model. The types of access are retrieval of information stored in the database, insertion of new information into the database, deletion of information from the database, modification of information stored in the database. The next type is data control language, that is DCL. DCL is used to retrieve the stored or saved data. The DCL execution is transactional. It also has rollback parameter. Here are some tasks that comes under DCL. I have already said the two functions are grant and revoke. For grant, it is used to give user access privileges to the database. For revoke, it is used to take back permission from the user. There are the following operations which have the authorized of revoke, that is connect, insert, usage, execute, delete, update and select. The last one is transaction control language, TCL. TCL is a set of special command that deals with the transaction within the database. A transaction is a collection of related tasks that are treated as single execution unit by the DBMS software. Hence, transactions are responsible for the execution of different tasks within the database. The modification performed using the DBML commands are executed and rolled back with the help of TCL commands. These commands are used to keep executed commands and their effect on the database. Then I have conducted a session of brainstorming among some of my students to give up their ideas. Let's follow up by the session of brainstorming with my students.
Good morning to all. We are going to make a small group discussion based on the database language. It is also called as a data query language. It is broadly classified into four types: DDL, TCL, DML and TCL. First, DDL. The DDL is used to create a framework of the database. It includes four types of commands like create, rename, alter and delete. Create is used to create a new data structure to the database, and the alter is used to rename to add columns to the database, and the rename is used to rename the database name.
So talking about DML commands are used to manipulate the data in the database. So they include like insert, update, delete and merge commands are used here. So insert command is used to add new rows to the database, and update is used for modifying the existing tables, and delete command is used to delete the rows and based on specified conditions.
So next is DCL. DCL stands for a data. DCL stands for a data control language. It is used to retrieve the stored and saved data. The DCL execute is traditional. It is also rollback parameters. Here are some tasks that common under the DCL. Grant and revoke is here under the DCL. Grant is used to give user access privilege to a database. Revoke is take back permissions for the user. Authentication of revokes, connect, insert, usage, execute, delete, update and select commands.
So next comes to the transaction control language. Transaction control language manages all the transactions within a database. The transaction rules a set of related data and it will execute all the tasks. All the task casting must be succeed in order for the transaction to work. So the DCL command consists of a list of the statement, commit, rollback and save point. Commit will carry out all the transactions, and restore will rollback will restore all the transaction if the task fails, and the save point will save all the points in the transaction. Thank you.